Good morning, everyone. So we're going to start. We're going to continue from where we stopped. So today we need to wrap up the remaining part of this thing we are doing on Saturday. We did to how voluminous it was, so we were unable to finish it up. So we're going to finish it up, and after finishing it up, we need to look at a part of week 2 course this thing. So thank you once again for making it down to this place. Okay. So from the last section, I don't know if any of us have any question from the last section. No. Any question from the last section? Yes, if you have a question, please come up with your question. From the last section, any question? Okay, no question. Okay, in the absence of any question, we're going to continue. Have to continue. Okay. Now we say that we'll be doing introduction to WordPress today, and it will be a very quick one. So WordPress is a tool or a platform or a system that enable us to build our website or to design our website without any much issues or without any much headaches, as the case may be. So from what we have, we say that WordPress, okay, the overview or WordPress as a content management system. Now we have other content management systems, and we say that WordPress is a popular open source content management system that powers over 40% of all on the web, on the internet. So it is possible for you to visit 10 websites in a day, and you will know that out of that 10 websites, that 2 or 3 of it are built on WordPress, or part of a particular website is built on WordPress. You may not know, unless if you try to find out the technologies used in building such websites. So when you look at it very well, you find out that if WordPress as a content management system has the ability to power over 40%. That's not less than. When we are saying over, simply means that not less than or nothing less than 40% of the entire website on the internet. That means WordPress is a progressive platform. Okay? It's a progressive platform in the sense that it is actually accepted by too many and too many industries. Now, that doesn't dispute the fact that there are no other content management systems out there. There are other content management systems. I think I once listed them last section. I once listed them. I listed things like Wiz, listed things like Joomla. There are many. There are many other content management systems. Okay?
Is that VS Code?
No, VS Code is a code editor. It's an IDE, integrated development environment. Okay? Okay? It's an IDE which helps you write your code. That's the work of VS Code. Are you getting? So it's not a content management system. Okay? So when we dip into, or when we go deeper into WordPress, we will understand or we will have a clearer understanding of what content management system are all about, or the true meaning of content management system. Are you following? Good. Okay. Now the next thing there is that it offers the following things. Said it offers easy what creation and management. Okay? It offers easy content creation management. And the next thing there is what? Through themes and plugins. What it's trying to say there is that you can be able to go wide on WordPress with the help of themes and plugins. WordPress has what we call themes and plugins, which a designer can actually use or make use of. Themes are plugins. Plugins are like piece of code that has already been programmed or has already been done or packaged for a particular functionality or for a particular thing. Are you getting? Which we're going to still look at. We'll be looking at it. Okay? We'll be looking at it. Okay, let's continue. I'm trying to get my distance off. Okay, the next thing there is SEO what? Friendly structure. Now, SEO has it that there is a way your site can be. It will be very, very much hard for SEO engines like Google, Bing, and etc. to be able to index or to be able to capture some kind of things from your website. Are you getting me now? So WordPress offers a good SEO friendly structure. And as a matter of fact, there are some things that you might not necessarily need to do on WordPress. Seeing that you already have a system that has offered you a kind of a structure that is fair. Okay? There are some manual works you might not need to do. There are some kind of SEO related works you will just need to get a plugin. There are some SEO plugins out there which we're going to be looking at the same time. You just get the plugin and install and run up. Are you following? Good. So the next thing there is what? Regular what?
Updates
And strong community support. Out of the whole content management systems we have, WordPress happens to be the one that has the largest support and the largest community. Okay? And before we skip, I want to point something to us. This WordPress you are seeing, we are talking about, is the open source kind of WordPress. We have two different types of WordPress. Not a kind of, will I say, not necessarily different types, but the way they are. We have WordPress, the one called Premium WordPress. That one is on WordPress.com. Then we have WordPress.org. Are you getting? Now, WordPress.com has blue logo, and WordPress.org has black logo. Okay? You can open it on your system so you'll be able to see what I'm saying. Are you getting? Yeah, the one that has blue logo is not the one we are using. That one is not an open source system. Are you following? The one that has blue logo, if you open it, you have to pay. Because Google will host it directly on their system. I think they are working with Bluehost or something. But I know that they will be the one to host you. Okay? And you will pay very good amount of money. So, the one we are then making use of is the one called .org that has black logo. So with that one, you can be able to download and install that WordPress on your own. Okay? You can be able to get the source code of WordPress and do whatever thing you want to do with it. Okay? Although it has its own guidelines or licenses, open source licenses and things like that. Are you following? Good. Moving on. Moving on. Okay, let's go into okay, is remaining one point there. We have regular updates and strong community support. Now, if you are a WordPress professional or WordPress expert, you ought to join the community. The community is where, if you are facing any kind of issue, you can come there and search. Mind you that any issue you are facing in some of these things, someone has faced it and probably it has been sorted out or solved or resolved. Okay? You have to now be able to search that same issue you are having. If someone has done it before, and once someone has done it before, someone has encountered such kind of issue before, you will see the discussions of the community members. Okay? Now, for you to be able to contribute, you have to sign up. And signing up is free of charge. Okay? So it is highly recommended for you to join the community. Okay. Let's now move into the next thing there. The next thing there we have is what? Installing WordPress in cPanel with what? Taclos. Okay. Now we're going to install WordPress on cPanel. We're going to install WordPress on cPanel. gonna install WordPress on cPanel now. I'm trying to log in my hosting account. Yes, they're gonna respond. They're not. No, see, sometimes there are these things that happens that one is sporty bet now. Okay. Okay, now this is how the cPanel account looks like. Are you following? You see the name of the company here. Okay. So by the end of our whole lesson, I will walk you through on some of the things found on cPanel account. Okay. I'll walk you through. But for the purpose of this class, so we're going to focus on this file manager. We focus on the file manager, the database area now. The database area, the database wizard, manage my database. The next place now is this area called the subtaculous area or the scripts area. Now, if you want to install cPanel, with the way the things are, you can actually scroll down from top. You can see under software, you see what? No, it says, okay, yeah, WordPress manager by what? By subtaculous. Let me view it a little. From cPanel. And you will see it. Eh? No. When they will send you login details of your account. That's when you find it. Even as a matter of fact, go to your account and check very well if they haven't sent it. Go to your account or check if that invoice has been accepted, or if what is it called? If you have received or gotten any email address. Yeah, welcome. Good morning. Go to your account and check. Okay, moving on. Now, when you look at this cPanel account, you will see WordPress Manager by Subtaclus. Because I zoomed this, if you are viewing it on your mobile phone, this is how you will see it. Okay? Now, there is a menu around here. If you click on that navigator, there is a menu here. Okay? And now, this menu, what it does is that it just showcases your or some of the major features. Now you can see that same WordPress Manager by what? By Subtaclus. Okay? So you can click here. Once you click on, have you checked your email to know if the... You are not following. Why are you not following? Let me go back. What we are doing is installing WordPress in cPanel using... Are you getting? Using Subtaclus. And on cPanel now, we have seen WordPress Manager by Subtaclus. It should be sent to you. Check your email. It should be up to 10 minutes you made payment now and open ticket. Refresh your mail. They should, or they are supposed to have activated your order by now. Your main account, uncle. Yes, that's one of the reasons why I talked about it that Saturday.
I thought maybe once you make it, according to what you said, once you make payment, they will grab it.
You say? You cannot get it now. Cannot get it. What we are doing is, we are doing a live training. Are you getting? And with the way this training is focused, it's focused that by the end of this training, or by the end of this, your badge, or your cohort, you will be able to have a website you have built. I don't know if you are getting me. So it's a very straight to the point training. As you they do am, we they see am. As you they play, they show. Are you following? So that's it. DMAX Web Services, or dmaxweb.com. That's where you get your domain and your hosting. Yeah, you have to buy a hosting and a domain name. Okay, moving on. Have you seen any message yet? Have they responded to your this thing? Log in into your account and check your account.
I'm already logged in. I've refreshed the account.
That invoice, are you still seeing pending invoice?
Yes.
Invoices?
I just refreshed it.
You're not supposed to They're not supposed to have taken much time up to now. Check well o, may you no be say na you dey even hold yourself for there.
So is it the one they are saying 7,000?
Now, as I refer, you
There are many plans there.
you have domains expiring within 7 days.
Let me see. And it means they have accepted your
Yeah,
order.
they said the notification, I don't start it today.
Okay? Pay yourself, pay yourself. So please pay yourself. Okay, I'm going to start. I'm going to continue. Okay, what I will do is, I will just run through, like explain, okay, why we now do the practical. I don't know if that's okay. Are you getting? Let me run through and explain why we now do the practical. Okay, now. Now, when you look at what we have here that says installing WordPress in cPanel using Subtaculous. Subtaculous has to be like an add-on, is a kind of a software of its own that is embedded in or embedded into cPanel. Now, you can as well install WordPress without Subtaculous. When you go to wordpress.org, you'll be able to download WordPress file, source code. I think that time you opened wordpress.org, you saw it where they said download. Yes, get WordPress. Now, once you download the zip file, you'll be able to go to cPanel and upload it upload it from your file manager. Here is the file manager. Let me show us the file manager too. Let me show us the file manager here. Yes. Yes. You are getting payment. Yes. You are now following how this thing works. Now, this cPanel account this cPanel is like a control panel that you can use to manage your cloud server. Are you getting? Remember that I talked about server, cloud, and the cloud. So cPanel is one of the panels or one of the softwares that you can use to manage your cloud server. Are you getting? So if you have cPanel or any of that panel running on your server, so you can easily manage that server this way without going to write what we call command lines. Those who are doing software development will understand what I mean by command lines. Okay? Without going to write command lines, you'll be able to manage your account or manage whatever thing you need to manage. Okay? In the cloud. So that's how the thing is. Okay, moving on. Moving on. A kind of GitHub. Although you can still connect it with Git. Yeah, you can connect it. You can connect it with Git. There are too many things here that after even our thing you need to go further to study. Are you getting this? This training is like introducing you into the system. Okay? Good. So if you want to do manual installation, you can do that from here. Are you following? From this file manager. If I click on it now, it opens a sort of file management this thing for me. Now from here I can be able to manage files. Just the way you manage your pictures, so your music or your videos, so your coded files and things like that. You can be able to manage that from here. Okay?
I opened that overview. They said they are now showing paid. Before it was unpaid.
Unpaid, they have confirmed it.
So I want to
Now log in. Now, for you to log in into that cPanel account now, the invoice said paid, right? They've confirmed it. Now this is what you need to do. Go to your client area. Go to your client area. From this client area, you'll be able to manage whatever products you have ordered. Whatever products you've ordered will be showing here. Are you getting? Now, you see your services is 1 and the domain is 1. The domain support is 1. Now when you go down, it is showing you, say your active products or services is this, which you bought, and it happens to be what? Shared starter. Now you see manage. Click on manage, you see login into cPanel. Click on it, login. Watch. Now if you check your email, you see you've landed into cPanel. And you've gotten a message that is good. Now, for you, you can be able to log in into cPanel without going to that your Emacs account. Because if you check your email, you will see the details. Yes. You will see both your password and your IP address, your password, your username on that email. Okay, yes, this is it. Okay, this is the confirmation. They sent you 2 emails. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Okay, go up a little. Okay, this is where they listed this to scroll down again. Is that all? Scroll down, scroll down. Is that all? Go back, let's see. There should be one that should be sent to you. That one should have your login details. That one will have your login details. Click here. Okay, take your spam. That one it will have your login details on it. If you haven't seen it, it will come. If you haven't seen it, it will come. That one will have your login details. Now what that thing does is that you can use your IP address and then you can even use your domain. That your domain you bought now, once it's live, if you put /cPanel at the back, at the ending part, it will take you to cPanel login page. It will not ask you for your username and your password. You now enter no, you enter the username which this company will send to you. Are you getting it now? Good. But if you don't still have your email or if you don't still have that password, you can easily log in into your Emacs account anywhere you are. Once you log in into your account using your email and your normal password, you can now go to manage products. Once you go to manage products, you'll be able to log in into cPanel from there because it has what we call cPanel or login button. Are you getting now? Okay, small. So now you have cPanel at your disposal. Another thing is something that you really need to be careful. You need to be careful. You don't expose, because that is your server. You don't expose the details and things like that. Are you getting? It can be hacked. Someone can plant virus into your server or your account. Okay? So that's it. Then moving on, like I said, let me just run through this and explain more. So please stay focused. Stay focused. Those people browsing what is not what you are supposed to browse. That thing you are browsing is what you should browse at home. Okay. We said that Subtitles is a script library that automates the installations of what? Web application on what? That's what Subtaculous does. Now, it offers many popular applications, including content management systems like what? Like WordPress. Now, we say also that Subtaculous is commonly integrated into what? cPanel because of what? It streamlines the deployment of various web applications on websites hosted through cPanel. Now, the following test explains how to install what on cPanel using Subtaculous. Now, you are getting what we are doing now. Good. Now, let's go down. Now, we say step 1. The first step there is to access what? Subtaculous through or on cPanel and start the what? Installation. Now, for you to access Subtaculous, you need to begin the installation. First, access Subtaculous on cPanel, sorry, not sPanel. On cPanel, we also have what we call sPanel. We have AA panel too. Okay, so that this is a mistake. So now, once you log in into your cPanel account, the next thing there is what?
Scroll down to the software
Section, and choose what?
WordPress Manager by Subtaculous.
From the list. Now, this is it here. Let me show us. I'm going to go back. We are at step 1. You people have this course notes already with you. Okay? This course notes has been posted, I think, since Saturday after our class. Good. Now we have that step 1, which said do what? Scroll down to software section. You can be scrolling down. You keep scrolling. Here is the software section, and this is what? WordPress by Subtaculous. You are there already, Abby? Yes, now you're already on your cPanel.
So, can we just go back?
Go back to where, sir?
We are able to log into cPanel.
Yes, you've logged in. No, you've logged in into cPanel before now. You've logged in instead of
Send me the login details.
and they sent you the login details. This is the login details, right? Now look. These login details you are seeing now can be used when you are not logged in. Yes. So now you can actually go to this IP address. This is when you want to go to Gate. You can pass this side and head over to the road and head over to Gate. You can pass here straight and go to what is it called? Gate. Head over to BCA road to Gate. You can pass this side and go to Bendy road and head over to Gate. All this passing, you are heading over to one particular destination. Are you getting? Good. Now, either you pass here, go back to your demons client area. Either you pass through here, yes, to go to cPanel, or you use this account information sent to you. Now, the step-by-step is here. The step-by-step is here, and that step-by-step says login details. Now, you say control panel URL, which is the link. When you click here now, you will head over to cPanel login page. And once you're on cPanel login page, it will ask you for username and what? Password. And this is your username. Now what you need to do is go and copy your password here. Copy this password now. Copy it and paste here. Copy it. Be very careful while copying so that you don't do mistake. Copy the password, go there and paste. can still, if I'm explaining something over here, I don't know if it's possible, you can still come over and see what I'm explaining.
Don't skip this.
Yeah? Are you getting it? You can send your pass on the case of necessity. Or so. So you can skip it, yeah. You can skip it. Now you're on the same page, you're on the same this thing with me. Are you getting? You're on the same what is it called with me? Yes, adjust for him so that we'll be able to see what we are doing. But the thing there is, once you are able to understand the flow, especially of how to log into cPanel, it's very simple. The thing there is from your client area now, from this your client area, once you have been approved from your client area, what happens is that you will see your services will be activated. Now on that services, if you have even 20 services, that is 20 hosting accounts, it will be showing manage. Each of them will carry manage. Once you click on the manage, you will see login into cPanel. Once you click on it, the line will go into place. From this your client area. Are you getting? So it's not a rocket science, it's something that you will be able to understand easily. Okay? So now you are on cPanel now. Good. Okay. Moving on. Now, when you go over to software section, you will see WordPress Manager by Subtaculous. Now, the essence of showing you this step by step is for clearer, for you to understand better. Okay? So you'll be able to understand better. Now, that doesn't mean that there are no other ways or other places we have this WordPress Manager. For instance, you can see WordPress Manager here too. If you scroll down to this script section, you can see WordPress here too. Are you getting? So anywhere, anyone you click is heading over to the same page. Okay? So now we're going to click this. Now it has opened for us Subtaculous area. This is called Subtaculous area or Subtaculous dashboard. Now from here, remember that we said that Subtaculous has too many or various web applications. From what we read here, we said that, okay, that automates the installation of web applications on websites. So now, if you actually go to Subtaculous, you will see too many softwares or too many applications listed here. You will see too many. So now, under portals and CMS, who can tell me the full meaning of CMS? Good. And CMS, you can see too many other. This is that Joomla I used to mention. Okay? These are different CMS that we have. They are many. They are just many. And these other, content or some other content management systems, there are some that are just like maybe as the way WordPress is. Okay? But they are not that extensive as WordPress. Okay? You can see them listed here. Okay, moving on. You can as well search. If I should search WordPress here, look at it. Are you seeing? Good. Now you click on WordPress. At the same time, you can still click here. You can, anywhere you see this logo, just know that it is WordPress. WordPress is there.
This one, the logo is
Blue. Yeah, that is what they did in this place. So That's what they did here. Okay? But just know it that the open source, we have premium version of WordPress and we have open source version of WordPress. Now the premium version is blue logo in color. The color of the logo is blue, while that of what is it called? The open source version is black. Just have it at the back of your mind. Okay? So in this place, what we are using here, or what we're going to do here, is that we are obtaining the open source. But I don't know why they used blue color to do it. And after doing it that way, when you click on it, you are going to install the open source. So maybe that's from them. Okay, moving on. That's the first step. We've gotten to the list or where WordPress is listed. Now, we've gotten this. This is a screenshot from cPanel. Under software, you see now, it says what? Choose the installation URL. Now, let's move over. We've selected WordPress. We want to install now. Now it's telling us to choose the installation URL. Install. Eh? Yes. Anything nappy. I'm not speeding. If I speed, you will know. I'm not speeding. Okay? I'm not speeding. I'm going step by step. That's why when you see step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay? So, let me go back a bit. Once you click on this WordPress manager, now I already have one installed, installed site on WordPress. You see this one now? I already have it here. Now, but on your own, it will say install now because I need to tell you that you don't have any installation. So click on install now on your own. Now you can see that their logo here now is now black. Good. Let me follow you up. Now it said choose what? It said software setup. Now this place you need to be very, very careful whatever thing you are setting here. Okay? You need to be extremely careful of whatever thing you are setting up here. Because anything you set up wrongly here, to change it, you might need a professional knowledge to change it. Okay? Okay, let's go ahead. Now, on your own area, you will see this SEM2 section, or this same area that says which version that you want to use, which protocol version that you want to use, or this one or this one. But I mean, I prefer, or I normally put it this way. I normally put it this. I normally choose this because of even if it's on this, it will still work. If you put it on this, it will still work. But avoid mainly these ones that doesn't have S. This HTTP. This normal HTTP. Avoid it. Okay? Always make use of HTTPS. You can decide to use this for SEO sake. This www. For SEO sake. But the way technology, or the way or the level at which the web technologies has gotten, even if you don't still choose this www, you will still succeed in your SEO. Okay? SEO. And even if someone should enter www.yourdomainname.com, it will still redirect the person to your website, whichever way. Are you getting now? Okay, I'm going to make use of this. Now it's telling me to choose. Now you see I have subdomains listed on this account. Too many subdomains listed on this account. So I can decide any one I want to choose. Maybe I want to choose this. Okay, let me choose one. Student one. Then it's asking me for what? The directory where I want to install my WordPress. Yes. It's okay, it's okay. It's perfect. Okay? It's because I created what we call subdomains. That's why you are seeing student1.finra.com. Are you getting now? Good. But Adebin, I haven't created subdomains. It will only show me finra.com. You getting now? Good. So you can create subdomain from the domain section of your cPanel. There is a domain section on your cPanel. You can create a subdomain from that area. Are you getting? Good. Now moving on.
Sorry, like this section where I have to create something. Is it paid domain or just
Free.
Free. So I can add other domain name to this one now.
Yes. But just like to be having whatever thing you add dots, that's the name of your domain.com. So that's why they call it subdomain.
Okay, it must come with that .com.ng.
Yes. It must come with. For instance, I'm using finra.com. Right? Now, if I want to create subdomain now, I will create whatever thing I want and it will have .finra.com. Whatever thing you create will have at the end it will have .finra.com.
Like if I want to create
.com.
After,
Yes.
when
Whatever thing you put. So that is how the subdomains are. So whatever thing you see, whenever or anytime you see something like this or something dot, then the main domain name. Now, how you know the main domain name is the name before the domain extension. Are you getting? Any name you see before the domain extension is the main domain name. Leave whatever thing you saw at first. Are you getting? So any name you see before the domain extension, you already know what domain extensions are. Right? You already know. You can remember now. You can recall what domain extensions are, yes or no. Domain extensions are what? Those .com, .ngo, .com.ngo, those things are called domain extensions. Are you getting? Good. So now, it's asking you for the directory where you want to install your WordPress. Now, since we want to install directly on this domain name, we need to leave here blank. Now, watch. If you are watching very, very well, watch. Watch the screen closely and tell me if there is any change from somewhere or not. Where? Your what? And you saw something happen there. Now, this simply means for someone to access your website, the person must put /WP. And that is not what you want. What you want is for it to be, once someone enters your URL, the person goes to your site. Unless if you are building something that you want it to be in a directory. Are you getting? You might decide to build something and you want it to be in a directory. That is when you now have to put the directory. You might decide to put maybe app. You might decide to put maybe site. You might decide to put maybe even version 1. Or things like that, version 2, as the case may be. You might decide to put any name you put there. Just bear it at the back of your mind that that is your installation URL. So for someone to access your site, he or she needs to put /u that.
Okay, let's say what is the sole duty of, or what does that directly?
If you want any details you want to keep to yourself, you can't put it on a website. It can either directly or indirectly be accessed. Any details you want to keep to yourself, keep it to yourself. You want to know, explain more what the kind of. This directory is a folder. On your laptop you have folders. Those folders you are seeing are called directory. Are you getting? You can decide to store your music in another place that is not called music folder. You can decide to store it somewhere. You can even decide to store your music inside your video folder. All those folders you are seeing are called directory. Are you following? Folder is another name for directory. I don't know if it's clearer now. Good. Now, for someone to be able to visit your website, the person must put that slash under must. Unless if you did what we call auto redirect. And for SEO sake and for user experience sake, it is not okay for you to do a system and put it that way. For it to have maybe WP, that someone must put WP. What if one day and the person wants to access your site and the auto redirect doesn't want to redirect? Are you following? So check around. A quick break. Okay, we are back once again. Yes, I'm back. The break is over now. The break is over. And moreover, we only have 10 minutes to go. Now, that thing you said now is the reason why you need to have your own server. Are you getting? That thing you said you haven't done anything is the reason why you need to have your own domain name and your own hosting. Because all these things I'm going step by step and explaining, now you haven't gotten it. But if you have your own stuffs now, you can go home and that thing we have been explaining, you go deeper into it or you go through it step by step. Now you'll understand what we have been talking about. Are you getting me now? Thank you. So that is it. Now, it is very important that you remove that sub folder called directory. After that, After removing it, the next thing there is you choose the version. Now it's asking you to choose the version you want to install. Okay? And it is advisable you install the latest version. Automatically it will always select the latest version for you. Look at the version from version 4 and up to 6.71. Now, are you getting? 6, yes. 6.71. You should understand what I mean. Okay? So it will always select that latest version automatically for you. Now you can now scroll down because we are done with this section. Now you scroll down. The next thing now is your site what? Now from here you have to put in the name of your site. You put in your admin login. There is another admin login. This is now the main WordPress login. You have Dimash login, you have cPanel login, and you have WordPress login. So don't confuse yourself. Are you getting? Don't confuse yourself. Good. Let's continue. Now, from here now you have to set up your admin login. Now you see automatically it has entered admin and password for me. But it is not advisable for you to leave it this way for security, because WordPress websites normally face too many attacks. Yes, normally face too many attacks. So it is not advisable for you to leave it this way. Okay? So you can decide to put anything. You can even decide to put maybe admin at whatever thing you want to put. You can even decide to put your email account.
Sir, sorry, this admin username is not the same one this time. Is it that you want to reset? Different.
Yes.
Like the one he was waiting for.
You can use any name you want to use.
The one he was waiting for.
It's different.
Okay, it's different.
That one is your server logins. cPanel. Now, this WordPress is just a system that is being hosted inside cPanel. Are you getting now? It's a system that is being hosted inside cPanel. Yes. You log in into cPanel and do all the server-side kind of related stuff you need to do. Now on cPanel, it is not only WordPress that we have there. We have a whole lot on cPanel. Both you can manage your email addresses on your cPanel. Those info at your domain name.com. You manage it on cPanel. You manage both auto-respondent. Someone will send you email and the person will receive an automatic response immediately. You can set up those things on cPanel, not on WordPress. On cPanel. You can run both JavaScript or Node.js applications on cPanel. You can run PHP website on cPanel. You can run your normal HTML site on cPanel. I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying, right? Good. But now we are running a content management system called WordPress on cPanel. Are you getting? Now you can run WordPress on other panels. We have visual mean and web mean. That is still a server management panel like cPanel. We have S panel. We have AA panel. Like same like what is it called? Yes. We have many. There are many. There are many. Okay? But cPanel happens to be just like as WordPress is powering too many out of the whole content management system. WordPress is the one powering the highest number of websites. That is how cPanel is powering the highest number of server management in all the internet. cPanel is very, very popular. and is the most common. The average web designer, the average web developer knows about cPanel. Are you getting? Good. So, over here now, you can be able to input whatever kind of username you want. Okay? Then after that, you can decide to put your password, and you must make sure that it is strong password. And as you can see, there is a scale. There's a scale this thing here to show the percentage and the level of your password. Okay? And if I put in like let me say something like it has increased. Then if I put in capital letter, small letter, it's now good. If I continue with maybe hash and something like that, it is now strong. And if I should continue, it keeps on increasing till it gets to 100%. You see how hard the password is. And for this password to be cracked, you need to do a whole lot of work. It will take centuries for it to be cracked. So make that person or that hacker be cracking it for centuries. You see?
But once it's up to 70, it's okay.
Once the thing marks good is from 50%. Okay, even for something percent is even good. Yes. Numbers, and it should be up to 8. Are you getting? It should be up to 8 characters. Or it should have special character or symbols. It should have number. Okay? So that's it. Now, the next thing there we have what? The admin email. Now, do not use admin at your domain name. Use like Gmail account. Your Gmail email. Use it here. Now, the reason is, it is possible for you not to have access to that email. And it happens to be that you need to reset the password of that your WordPress. Because there is a forgotten password area on WordPress this thing. Yes, there is a forgotten password area. I'm going to show us that. Still going to show us that there is a forgotten password area. I'm going to show us that. We'll be concluding in the next 10 minutes. What do you say? Yes, we'll finish up the installing or the installation. We're going to finish up the installation. Okay, let me do login and see if it's going to log me in. Okay, I think I'm doing auto login here. I'm doing auto login here. Okay, let me do open. Says is redirecting me to, please wait. Waiting. Still redirecting me. It's like my network has started again. Still redirecting. Okay, without wasting time, while we wait, okay, I think this has logged me into WordPress dashboard. Okay, it's still loading up. This has logged me into, okay, this is WordPress dashboard. But then I want to show you, let me log out here. Now, this is how WordPress login page is. Are you getting? This is how the login page of WordPress is. Now, for you to get to this page, you need to do your domain name / WordPress admin or WordPress-login. Are you following?
No, sir.
For you to get to your login, your WordPress login page, you need to do your domain name / yes. Your domain name / WP hyphen admin or hyphen login.
Like, want to get to this page.
Yes.
My domain name, now is global.com.ng
ng /
slash,
one slash, that is / we have backward slash and / WP hyphen admin or hyphen login. You can use any of them. Okay? You can use any of them.
So we don't put in that on our browser. Just
Yeah, it will get to here straight without you going into cPanel or going to DMAS account. Are you following? Are you grabbing? I want us to install this WordPress now. Because I'm going to go back to that place. Okay, we are back. Now fill up your Gmail account, this thing here. Okay. Now this other side says site name. Put in your site name here. You can also change it from your dashboard. I will show you. Site description. You put in your site description here. Then we have what we call enable multi-site. You can leave it. Also, it says this feature will enable multi-site option for your WordPress blog. Your server must support Apache mode_rewrite to use this feature. So you can leave this. It's more advanced. You can leave. Now it says disable WordPress what? Now there's what we call cron jobs. Cron jobs are the kind of tags that has been set up, okay, to run at a particular given time, okay, to perform a particular function. That's what we call cron jobs, okay. They has been set up to do a particular thing at a particular time on their own. Now, if you go to cPanel, you will also see cron job section. Now, on cPanel, that cron job section is where you configure your cron jobs. Okay? Yes. So that whatever thing that needs to be done will be done automatically on its own in the background without you coming to press it. Once it gets to the time, the thing will execute. Okay? You can decide to, maybe there is something you are building and you want it to be executing maybe after so minutes. If you can't do it manually, you can use cron job to do that. Are you following? Good. So it says disable cPanel, disable WordPress cron. Now it said if selected, WordPress cron will be disabled and a cron job will be added in your control panel to be executed twice an hour. Yes. Now, what this thing means is that just like it said that once we select this, it simply means that we said, okay, let's disable it. Are you getting? So once we disable it, it will now go and create a script or create a job in your cPanel, control panel. It will create it in your own cPanel directly. Previously, it will not create on your own cPanel. It will just be running it on WordPress. Okay? Now, for you to be, will I say, on the safe side or something, some people prefer to disable it. So that once you disable it, it will use its hand and go and create on cPanel. Instead of running it on WordPress too. Because sometimes it can also slow down your system, your WordPress system. Okay? Remember that I told us that sometimes WordPress websites can take time to load because of some measures or some things you did, okay, during the time you are building your site. Okay? So that's it. So now if we disable it, it's going to input a tags or job, set up a job on our control panel, okay, that will be executing every that executes twice an hour. So let's continue. Now we said select what? Plugins. Now you can select plugin or you can leave it. You can select plugin or you can leave it. Now it said, okay, extended settings. Select plugin / themes. Okay, theme set. You can decide to select or you can decide to leave. You are not supposed to miss me. We are doing section by section, card by card.
So did we select the crop?
This is what I did. I disabled it so that it will set it up on cPanel for me. You can disable, you can leave as the Spirit leads. You are not seeing what? Are we good to go?
I'm not saying this select plugin / theme set. This is standard. I want to just show only language.
You're only just showing what?
On that extended settings,
Uh,
my own is showing select language.
only.
Yes.
It's not showing you this one.
Yes.
Ah, why is it not showing you now? Okay, let me see what this one means. It said list items. Insert. Where is it coming from? Are you serious? Why is it not showing one number? But I think this is my first time of seeing that. That blue thing. Your own is normal. We will continue. I'm not thinking that selective is there. Okay. Insert, sets, plug in and blue. Let me see this. Okay, you can select the language you want, then and move down. Now we have what we call advanced. Just like the name goes, it is very advanced. Any mistake you do, OYO, here. Because it will require professional attention to correct it. Now you say database name. Type the name of the database to be created for the installation. Now here you can decide to change this. Okay? You can decide to change this name now. You can decide to change this name because this is randomly. If I refresh this page now, it will still change this. Okay? And change this prefix too. You can decide to change all these things. Okay? Are you getting me? Yes, or you can decide to leave it the way they are. Now, the next thing there said disable updates notification on your email. You can leave it or you can disable. Okay? Now, the next thing there is auto upgrade WordPress what? And auto upgrade WordPress. Do not check these things. If you like, you can check if you want. But it is advisable that you don't check in those things because when you check in auto upgrade, welcome sir. Yeah. When you check in auto update or auto upgrade, it can break your site. It can even wipe off your custom settings even without your notice. You won't know because you will never know that there is a new update or upgrade that is going to be done by tomorrow. Okay? But the best thing is when you leave it this way, you will always get from your WP dashboard, you will always see a notification telling you that so plugin has an update, that you should go and do the update. Are you getting? Good. Now let's continue. Now we have what we call backup where location. Now this backup location says choose the backup location to be used while backing up this installation. Now you can decide to leave it on default or you can decide to choose local folder. Or many people will choose local folder, many will leave on default.
So which one is better?
Which one is better? Both of them are good. Okay? Depending on how you feel or what you think. Okay? Now, the next thing there is the automated backups. Now, you can select how many times you want it. The automated backup. How many times do you want it to happen? You want it once a day, once a week, once a month. You can put it on custom and set. If you want it every minute, and anyhow you want it, you put it. But remember that if you are doing whatever thing you are doing, and this place I am, this backup rotation now, you did not set it well, it can end up setting your hosting ablaze. What I mean by that word is that you will just come one morning, your hosting will be showing red. That's filled, or it's filled up. What is the cause? Your backup. Okay? So, this area you need to pay good attention as well. Okay? Now, some people normally do manual backup. Some people don't like adding this. They will say don't back up. Are you following? Let them be doing their backup by themselves. It depends on what you want. Are you getting me now? Good. Like me, I normally leave it on this. But I'm not saying you should leave. If your mind is telling you to be doing auto backup, do auto backup. That is why I'm doing recommendations. What do you say? See now, you can decide to also change it, but it might do you zigzag? So it's best while setting up, you set up some of these things here and know that you are sure of what you are doing or what you are picking. Are you following? I'm giving you best landing now. Which is what? Which is automatic now. But I have told you that you get? Good. No, my self-landing is safe because I told. Now listen, whatever thing that has advantage has its advantage. Are you getting? Even serving God is sweet. There is disadvantage too. Yes, now. There are disadvantage. Ihe ndị ndị ụmụaka ndị ka ọzọ na-amịarị, ị gaghị agha na-amịarị ya. Ị chọrọ ịga amịarị ya? Are you getting? So, in their eyes, or even in your own mortal eyes, you might be looking at it, some of those things are enjoyment. Actually, enjoyment per se. But at the end of the tunnel, there is no light there. Are you getting now? So here we no tongue no bubu. I need to drive fast and what? So that's by the way. So now, at this point, we now have to click on what? Okay, I'm going to be running my backup once a week, and my rotation is going to be set to 2. Now, when you hear backup rotation, it simply means that it backs up 2 times and then rotates the backup. Those previous ones it has backed up will be rotated. No, it has to wipe them. Once it backs up 1 and 2 separately, the rotation has finished. The next backup now, it will see that you already have 2 backup and the maximum here is 2. It will wipe them and back and give you another one, fresh ones again. Are you getting? The previous one will be deleted now. The previous one you backed up is the same thing you are backing up in the current one. Are you getting? For instance now, if I'm running a blog and last 2 weeks I published, let me say 20 articles and there was a backup, 1 rotation, and this week now I've done 10 articles this week. Now it wants to, or it's trying to back me up now, and maybe it has already done 2 previously. Now what now happens is that it sees, okay, the one of last 2 weeks is 2 already, or last 2 weeks and last week 2 already. Now this week now it needs to start again. Now it will wipe off those 2 and then back. Mind you that anyone it backs up now, it will still back up my works last 2 weeks. You're not getting? Now backups are progressive. Backups are progressive. They are not static. Backups are progressive because the more you are doing a work, the more you need to back up. Are you getting? So what this thing does is that since even your old works are still there and there is no essence of creating too many different backup files, okay, so what it does is it says, okay, let me remove these old ones and then give you the fresh one, and the fresh one is given to you is what we call an updated backup. Are you getting now? Good. Something of that nature. Something of that nature. Because you yourself will not use the old backups. If you want to move your site now, for instance, you want to migrate your site, you will not move, you cannot go and see, you will see a backup written January 2025, and you see a backup again written February 2025, will you go and hijack the backup of January? You will not take January. The one you will take is the present backup. So that's why I said that backups are progressive. Are you getting now? Yeah. So let me leave it on 2. Then here now you can put your email so that when once you are done setting up, it will send you an email notification that your whatever has been installed successfully. Okay, let me now do what? Let's click on install. It's installing now. So we have touched these steps now. Okay? We have touched these steps where we say admin account, setting up your admin account here, okay? Adjusting the site settings, right? We've done that. Now we now have what finish the, which is where we are doing now, or what we are doing now. So after that, it will give us congratulatory something, and after that, and see how looks like. It is not over until it is over. Are you getting now? See, there is something I want us to be doing. I want us to develop our senses, both your visual senses and your reasoning. Are you getting? Now, you cannot say, after installing SIP and WordPress, you can't say site is ready. The site is not ready. You haven't done the design, which is your work. Yeah. So that's why I told you that what you just finished doing is installation. So if you open that your site, you will see, we're going to see it. We will see it with our 2 naked eyes. Nothing has been done, so nothing you will see. You will just see your site name there. Your site name will just be there for you, so that you'll be seeing it and be having joy. Okay, let's go back to our installation and see how far. Okay, we're done, and this is it here. Okay, now during the time I was installing, I added V there on my own installation part. Okay, I added V there. Now you see that you have your domain name / WP admin. This will enable you to log into your WordPress dashboard. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you want to log in, and you want to hit login from your own this thing there, okay, if you click on this place now, it will take you to your WP area, admin area. And that admin area is where the major work, all your works will be done. Okay? All the cookings you want to cook for the client. Your domain is still propagating. It's propagation that is doing that thing. Propagation is a process by which a newly registered domain sinks into the internet or becomes available. Okay? Yes, when you click it is showing not. Yes. And it's from this domain now. It's still sinking. That's one thing with Nira and their this thing. It's still sinking. Nira is the, will I call it the agency or what? Will I call it agency or body? In charge of all NG related domain names. Any domain you see that ends with .ng, either .org.ng or .com.ng, .net.ng, .gov.ng, all those things. NIRA is the one in charge. You get? If Adibin is .com that you placed order for, by now you should be ready. By now. Depending. During our class now, I explained, they can be able to explain extensively. I made it known to them. And one of the reasons is you buy a domain based on the need and the use. Okay? You buy a domain based, you can buy any domain and it will still be available. If you buy .ng domain, people who are in US will still access your site. Because this is the internet. It is available. So they will still access it. Are you getting? So I see some people saying that they don't want their sites to be only available in Nigeria. There's nothing like that. Unless otherwise. Are you following? So that's just it. Okay, we are done with the installation. Let me go to my own WordPress dashboard. Now this is how the WordPress dashboard looks like. Okay? This is how it looks like. Let me zoom out a little bit. This is how, oh God of Israel, remind me later. Dismiss. So this is how the dashboard looks like. So we're going to draw the curtain for today. Next class, I'm going to start 10 on the dot. If I don't see anyone here, 10 on the dot, I will start. I will just start and I will be saying something and be teaching. 10 on the dot by Saturday. And I mean it. I, as the tutor, can't be here in time. And you will be coming 30 minutes, 40 minutes, close to 1 hour late. No, now. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Okay? So please, 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 and please. Okay? Thank you for coming around today. Thank you for coming around today. Now you have an exercise to do on that, this, what is it called? That is an exercise we need to do, actually. And that exercise is, after installation, you will have access to these places, which is on the dashboard, and then you will see more on the overview. Now, we have done the first one here is what? And we downloaded and installed the. Now after that, we created, okay, we haven't created this. We haven't created this. Now this is why I told you that even the time for us to start creating Yabo sites has. Are you seeing? So let's do well in our next class. Come in time. Come in time, please. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Any question?
Yeah, so can this run in our mobile phone?
Yes, that is even the major reason why we are using live environment. If not, what we would have done is to get a software called WAMP, or MAMP, and be running it on local, on our normal PC. About 85% of us don't have system, or 90% or thereabouts don't have system. But then you can still do something with your mobile phone. Okay? Because the only thing you just need to do is go to the URL, go to the link. If you go to the link, you log in into your cPanel. If you log in into your cPanel, from there you install your WordPress. You install the WordPress, and then you go to WordPress dashboard, just like that. Okay? And another thing is, if you are doing something and you have an issue, or you need something that needs my attention, you can easily get to me and tell me, this is it. I'm having issues towards this end. What I'm not going to do is to go to your link and see. But if you're at home, I'm at home. You are telling me, sir, I'm having issue. I can't attend to you if you're building just on your local host. Are you getting now? So that is it. Another question. And as a matter of fact, you can be at home and you need to make changes on your site. You are somewhere. With your mobile phone, you can log in and make changes on the site and save it, publish it. Picture phone with you. Yes, .com.ng. That is the cheapest. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, you don't shut down. Shut down. Hold on, sir. Hello, engineer. Engineer, sir. Fine. Give me.